So just in his own little world, in his own headspace, he just kind of fall in this manhole, right?
Mhm.
And he dies just like that instantly. You see his soul going up to what I would call the stairway to heaven.
Yes.
They call it the great beyond in the movie.
Yeah.
I can't die yet. I just got the gig that I just started to live, basically.
Mhm.
I can't go now. So, long story short, without telling too much of the film, he kind of realized that this moment, he would do anything he didn't want to die, he wasn't ready to die, but he would do anything to get back to Earth to kind of see like where's life going to take him now.
Mhm.
But he's gone. But he meet a very special soul in the great beyond, and this soul was 22.
Yeah.
22 was a soul that hasn't never been born yet.
Mhm.
Didn't want to come to Earth. She hasn't found her purpose. She felt like she needed a purpose to come to Earth. But I guess she heard so many bad things and so used to just being in the spiritual world,
Mhm.
she wanted no parts of Earth. Until she met, what was his name?
Joe, right?
Joe.
Joe.
Until she
Yeah.
met Joe, right?
Yeah.
So they affected each other in very
Yeah.
positive ways.
Yeah.
Which kind of tells you that you can learn from anybody.
Yep.
Anybody from 9 to 99, as my great grandmother used to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
learn from anybody. You'll see when you watch the movie that they complement each other on certain parts. It was really really good. The writer was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know who wrote it, but if you ever see this, you were a great writer. The actors were great. I think Jamie Foxx played Joe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think Felicia Rashad
his
played
mom.
his mom in the movie. But we won't give you too much more about it, but just watch it. And this is a movie that I believe that you can watch it and over again, and each time you'll get something else. Every time I'm just like, wow. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Like I want to see it again just so I can see what I'm gonna get next time.
Yeah.
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 I think I do just want to point out, because I don't think I said this yesterday, when you talk about how they were learning from each other after they left the barbershop, or maybe it was when they were in the barbershop, but you can see how he was so amazed by her
Yeah.
and like asking all those questions, and
Yeah.
the barber was like, "You never asked me that before, but thank you for asking me that today." And I think that's kind of what made me ask that question, is should we even try to figure out what our purpose is? Because I think sometimes we get so bogged down with trying to figure it out that we miss out on just enjoying the little things, enjoying life.
So if we
because-
just enjoy life and just go in the path, follow the Lord, and how we meeting people and pursuing things and just enjoying life and treating people right.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like that our purpose and our path will just open up for us
Mhm.
along the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He will lead us to our purpose.
Yeah.
And a lot of times our purpose is not connected to for some people it's not connected to a career.
Mhm.
That's true.
For some people it's just making other people feel
Good.
good about
Or
themselves
heard,
and
right.
feel like they're being, like she said, heard, being listened to.
Yeah.
You might be a good listener.
Mhm.
You might just know how to just make people feel good, like life is worth living.
Yeah.
And without giving so much of the movie though, I just want to say, because I don't want to go, I'll be like, should I say this or should I not say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without giving too much details. But long story short, man, it just kind of like Joe just came to a realization that life is so much more than what he thought.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoy every moment of it, because in the blink of an eye it could be over just like that.
That's what I was about to say, is that it's a great movie to watch top of the new year, because you realize that tomorrow's not promised. Like, we can go outside right now and get hit by a meteorite and then we're gone. So just enjoy every moment, every second. Dance like nobody's watching. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, great film, great writers, and I can actually go a little deeper as far as the spiritual aspects of it. But you guys watch it, man. We suggest that you watch it,
Mhm.
and just kind of like she said, you can watch it more than once and not probably get everything. It might be something different that hits you, or something different that you notice. The movie is very ministering. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
actually, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, man, we should have a soul party. Like with people who've seen it already. Because I have a bad habit. I don't know if it's a bad habit or a good habit, but we've seen something already. And I'm like, hey, put that on pause. Did you see? What do you think about? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
have moments where we discuss a whole scene. We chop it up. Yeah.
So, yeah, I am so interested to see what everybody has to say about it. I've been telling a lot of people about it. So,
Mm,
Yeah.
good stuff. So Industry Outsiders is also a music group.
Mhm.
So tell everybody what type of music you guys like.
Mhm.
man, I love jazz lately. I like to sit back, listen to my jazz, maybe get a glass of wine. I love my jazz. Man, my old school 90s R&B, not even just the 90s, because I love old school music like the Whispers, and I know. But I like the Whispers. I like the Commodores. I like,
Ooh,
I like
real
the
old.
old stuff. Sometimes, you just want to go back.
Yeah.
Way back.
Get
Back
a
in
little
the time.
nostalgic.
Okay. Any new artists you like?
I like her.
Okay.
I like Janae Aiko. She's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And to be honest, it was really hard. That was hard for me
What?
because this new music is
Oh, okay.
just like
I understand.
it's hard to understand sometimes. It's hard to get with it. It's like they're talking in parables. We didn't do that. Our music was straight to the point. Maybe at a fault sometimes, but I gotta listen too hard. I'm trying to chill, and I gotta try to decipher what you're talking about.
No. Hold on. Before you chime in, I gotta challenge that a little bit, because I think that our music was more creatively written. They didn't just say things straight out. Not the R&B. Today they say exactly what it is.
Okay, so maybe I mean the way that they're delivering it.
Okay.
Like the is it the auto tune and the
The
different
auto-tunes and it's just a lot. It's a lot for me.
Okay.
So
how do you feel? Who you like? Now you a music head. You know what I mean? You're a music head. You guys talk. You guys kind of chop up album reviews.
Yeah, but
all type of
I'm an
stuff. So what type
R&B
of
girl
music?
though.
Okay.
So I would say it's been said that I don't listen to rap or I don't listen to hip hop. It's not all the way true, but 95% of the time I'm probably listening to R&B.
Yeah.
But there are a few hip hop rap artists that I'll listen to. I will argue that I don't think you're listening to the right new R&B people.
okay, well put me on to something.
Because it is some people that are newer that are in this generation that I think you will like because they fall in that. They're not gonna exactly sound like SWV and those 90 folks, but they kind of in that same lane.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will argue you're not listening to the right people, and I'll gladly give you a list.
When you say same lane, you mean when you say same lane, do you mean love music?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get with that. It's kind of hard to find love music in R&B right now.
Yeah.
Like we listened to a whole soul mix on YouTube by playing a game last night, and all I heard was August Alsina.
New edition.
But the new edition was good. You know what I mean? But the August Alsina and I think it was the Trey Songz and Jacquees, and even though I like Trey Songz, Jacquees, he alright, but those guys did not fit in the soul category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like who made that playlist? It's like it went from I love you, I miss you to give me them draws, girl, come over here. You know what I mean? with a couple hot 16s in it. I'm like, who made this playlist?
Yeah.
You know? But very interesting, very interesting. Y'all already know I'm more of a hip hop head. More of a I listen to all type of music too, from Christian hip hop, gangster hip hop, from backpack hip hop to the most political J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar or whatever. So I listen to all type of hip hop, and I kind of love it all as long as you have a message and you're not just talking about the same old. Because I feel like the mainstream only promote a certain message, and that message that they want to promote is helping to destroy our children. So, but as far as it's just good music, I just like good music, good R&B. I don't like a bunch of ratchet R&B. I feel like if you sing it, like I think the most ratchet we had, and it was ratchet, was R. Kelly.
Oh,
But the old R. Kelly still had a little class to it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? As he got older, like over the last few years, he started trying to cater to the young generation, and he got more ratchet. He got on a level, or in some cases worse than them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Trying to prove that he was the king of this.
Yeah.
But back then when he first came out, his ratchet or his sex music or sexy music still had class to it and creativity to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that was about as ratchet as we had. Him and Jodeci.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah. But I like just good music.
Yeah.
Good music. I wasn't a big fan of WAP with Meg Thee Stallion and
that was a little,
Cardi B. I wasn't a big fan of that.
Yeah, that was a lot.
And without going in too much detail with that, I just feel like that the women in hip hop right now does not reflect the majority of the women that I know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just leave it like that. And I feel like there is a strategic reason why that is. You know, so when you hear people like me or whoever kind of complain about that type of music, and you try to say, well, we had Eazy-E and we had Too Short, or we had Choice and Lil' Kim, but difference between that then and now is that stuff, they most ratchet stuff back then, their nasty stuff, you really couldn't just turn on. First of all, we didn't have the internet to where it's in front of all the kids, where they can just go on their phone and listen to whatever. And it wasn't on our radios like that. So it was controlled. It was really controlled. Even though you can go over somebody's house and hear it when you wasn't supposed to be hearing it. But it wasn't too many avenues, right? Now, this stuff is in everybody's hands in any given moment. All the kids got some type of phone. A lot of them got the latest iPhone. They got a tablet. They got smart TVs. You can just go on the TV and see the WAP video at 5 years old, 4 years old, and so that's my thing. So you know, and I think I have a right to feel like that.
Absolutely.
And I think that anybody our age who doesn't see the big picture of what they're doing, it's a problem with. You got to do some type of soul searching and just be honest with yourself. At the end of the day, there's an agenda to sexualize our kids, and on one side sexualize our kids, on the other side make them violent and dumb us all down. So they can keep us in a certain box, so we can't better ourselves in society. I see it. I see the big plan.
Oh yeah.
So great conversation, y'all.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Enjoyed it.
Anything else you guys want to say or talk about before we end?
I just want to encourage parents right now who are teaching your kids from home right now with the virtual learning. Man, get as much like teach your kids and spend as much time as you can with them. I know it's difficult with parents having to go to work and can't be at home as much, but and I know this whole pandemic has made us feel uncomfortable and not even want to send our kids to school. However, while we have our Caucasian brothers and sisters who were fighting to keep the kids at home, and we're fighting, it was two different dynamics there. In our area where we live, I heard my boss was saying that in her area they were fighting, but there were moms that didn't have to go to work anyway. Their husbands are the breadwinners. They can stay at home with their kids. If they couldn't teach them, you know how we say, girl, no, we can't do that math. Got out of school 20 years ago. Well, they can hire a tutor where we're at home and we're fighting for our kids to stay at home, but we got to go to work. So we don't know if Bobby's getting on that computer and really doing his work every day. And so it's really not helping the black community, our black and brown children, because again, we're failing and our education level won't be as high. You know, not at all areas, but I'm just saying, if you look at the bigger picture. So if you can do, be at home or just try to find some kind of way to feel comfortable with the kids going to school, then do what you can, because we need our education. It's very important.
Yeah.
You know?
So, Brie, anything you want to add to that? Anything you want to say before we end this?
Yeah, I would just say it's a slight turn, but still dealing with COVID. Just be safe. Just continue to be mindful of other people and create those boundaries. You don't want to have all that close contact in people's face that you don't know. Just try to be as respectful and mindful as possible to protect yourself, but also other people. I think so often we live in a me culture where everybody just cares about themselves.
Yeah.
But I think this virus is much bigger than that. It's about everybody at this point. And I think just stay safe. Go in the house. Go in the house. It's cold outside if you're in the Midwest anyway. So there's no point. So yeah, the faster that we can do that, maybe the virus will slow down and we can get back to quote unquote normal.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Yeah.
Respect other people's boundaries. Like you might not have no fear of this thing, but you still have to use wisdom in this thing. Like for me, I'm not fearful of it, but I'm cautious.
Mm-hmm.
I respect other people's boundaries. Like if there's certain people that I see all the time and I trust them, I might shake their hand, but we still have sanitizer all over the house, at our job. I'm still using it. I got a personal bottle of sanitizer that's in my car. So if I'm pumping gas, if I don't have on no gloves, I'm making sure I'm sanitizing my hands. You know, we gotta move just a little different right now. You know, even when you come home from work, don't come in the house just hugging on people and flopping on the couch. Go take them clothes off. You know what I mean? Clean yourself up. Because it is real out here. Whether we don't know if they're exaggerating and the numbers are not, but we know that people are being affected by it and things are happening. So just be careful, like she was saying.
Yeah, and I will add that for me, this is stuff that we should have been doing anyway. I never did like for people to I never did believe in coming in the house and you've been gone all day, or just went out to the grocery store and coming in home laying in your bed. I never believed in that. That's just gross. You know, you don't know what attached themselves to you while you was out there. I mean, it's just honest. You know, a habit of washing your hands should have always been anyway.
Yeah.
When you touch the handle at a gas station, it just should have always been to wash your hands. So, I mean, most of this stuff is just like, okay, it's common sense. So, why weren't people doing that? And then even with the 6 feet, like I'm in the grocery store pre-COVID and somebody's all on you and your purse open and something come missing out your purse, then you know you just shouldn't be that close to people anyway. So I just say even after COVID, just keep those same practices as far as, you know, giving people their space, as far as washing, being clean, and you go to the bathroom, wash your hands. Just That's just stuff that should happen anyway.
Mhm.
So
I agree.
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
I think the only slight difference is everybody wasn't walking around with hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
That's the only slight difference. But
Yeah.
but even after COVID, we might have to still do that.
Mhm.
Who knows? Who knows what 2021 may hold? But I will say this: we're gonna speak life into 2021.
yeah.
This is gonna be a good year for all of us. We're gonna keep our families and friends prayed up. We're gonna pray for and with one another. We're gonna be better people this year.
Mhm.
I believe that 2020, God exposed a lot of people's hearts,
Yeah.
and some people, we wasn't surprised, and other people, we might have been kind of shocked by
Right.
what we seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just continue to pray for people, and just try to be a better person than you were last year, and allow God to continue to mold you into be the man or woman that He created you to be. Don't fight that evolution. The only thing constant is change. We learned that in elementary school.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that's Industry Outsiders. Thanks for listening, y'all. 100.